everyone, it's Samantha from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and today I'm going to show you the new magnetic platform from Sizzix. I happened to buy mine from Stampin' Up! Because I was already placing a big order with them, and I had trouble finding this. None of my local stores carried the magnetic platform, and Sizzix.com was sold out of it, so I went ahead and got mine from Stampin' Up! You can save quite a bit of money if you can find it in one of the big box stores with a coupon. And Sizzix.com does sales every once in a while too, once it gets back in stock. But I just purchased it when it was pretty new, so I went ahead and got mine. This is what it looks like, and I don't know if you can see, but if you shine the light on the surface, you can see a little raised circles all across the surface, and I think that's where the magnets are. So it's about the same length as the regular multi-purpose platform, and it's the same thickness as when all the tabs are closed. You see it lines up the same thickness as that tab 2, which is what you're supposed to use for wafer thin dies. And so you're supposed to use the magnetic platform for wafer thin dies. I've got my machine here, and so what I do is I just set it down on my machine, and then I've got 2 of the cutting pads, one to go on top and one to go on bottom. So you set the cutting pad down before your dies so you don't cut through your magnetic platform, but it's really, really cool. So I've got a couple of images already stamped here. I'm going to use this Teddy Staying Toasty image, and I just set it where I want it, and I've got a wafer thin die here, and it just sticks to that magnet. It's just sticking, it's not moving around. I just love this, so you don't have to use washi tape or anything. So what I'm going to do is turn my paper, since the paper was sticking off the platform, and then I'm just going to line up the die where I want it on my image. Let's see, it's going to cut off a little bit of my image, but I want to make sure I'm staying on this piece of paper. Let's see, I like it right there, so I don't have to tape it down or anything, and it's not going to slide. Just make sure you're careful when you're setting your top cutting mat down, because I have had the die move just a little bit when I set down my cutting plate. Oh, I'm just going to run it through like I would any other die. The cracking's normal, of course. Oh, hopefully I didn't run off the edges of that paper. I used a piece of paper that's kind of tight fit with this cut. So I think it looks really, really cute. So it's just easy to line up your stamps with it. So I've got another example. So this works for SP dies too. So I've got the December Accents mini stamp, and then the die that goes along with it. So our stamps actually line up, the inner edges of the die line up with the outer edge of your stamp. So you can just drop it down and line it up until it fits. You don't see any of that white space, and then you can cut it out. You see how my die moved over just a little bit when I lifted it up? It's because magnets are all distributed in this magnetic platform, and sometimes it'll jerk just a little bit, so you'll have to move your paper just a little bit and line it up again. So then I can just cut that out and it'll be lined up. So all of our SP dies work that way, where the inner edge lines up with the outer edge of the stamp. So it works with SP dies, it works with other wafer thin dies like Spellbinders, and this one's from Stampin' Up! So it's just really, really cool. I'm glad I picked it out, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. I know sometimes lining up your dies with your stamps is pretty difficult, and using the washi tape, sometimes it'll rip your paper, and it's kind of wasteful using washi tape just for that. Even though you can use it a few times, you end up having to throw it away and waste it. So I'm just really excited about this. It just holds the dies so well. So a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to our channel. We're also on Facebook if you want to check us out on Facebook. All the links are down below. So thanks so much for watching. Bye. My first loop, and then I have another loop coming down here. You want your loops to be about the same height, so these pieces are even.